I booked last-minute flights to Istanbul to spend a week in Turkey while working remotely. I'm so excited to show you what we did this week and how much we spent. We took an Uber from the airport to our Airbnb, which cost around $20. Our Airbnb is in a great neighborhood with lots of shops and restaurants nearby. So we've arrived at our Airbnb in Istanbul and it is amazing. So how much does this 2-bed, 2-bath in Istanbul cost? I'm glad you asked. So this 2-bed, 2-bath in Beyoğlu? I'm definitely pronouncing this wrong. But this huge Airbnb, 3 nights, costs $433.65. Not bad. We loved how beautifully decorated the Airbnb was and had really great creative artist vibes. For dinner, we walked to Topkapi. This huge meal cost us only $30. It was such a great first meal in Istanbul. On our way back to the Airbnb, we were enticed by these roasted chestnuts, and we bought a small bag to share while we worked remotely that night. All right, we just got back to our Airbnb. We bought water, this baklava chocolate, and a bag of chestnuts. The chestnuts were 50 lira and the water and chocolate also 50. Woo. The next day, we head out to Sultanahmet historic neighborhood. For the rest of the week, we take the tram everywhere. They're like $1 each ride. Finished breakfast, walking to the Blue Mosque. It is raining a little bit and it's cold. Not as cold as this morning though. Breakfast was 10 bucks, 15 bucks, $10 to $15. That's 276 liras. But it was so good. It was much needed. I feel so much more awake and ready for the day. Seize the day. Seize the day, says Lindsay. You look cute. First, we visit the Blue Mosque, which is known for its striking blue tiles and elegant architecture. It's currently under construction, so there's scaffolding both in and outside, so we didn't spend much time here, sadly. The mosque is still an active place of worship, so please be sure to dress modestly with a headscarf or a jacket hood for women, and remove your shoes before entering. And just a short walk away is Hagia Sophia, which you'll want to spend a lot more time in. We are in line going to
the Hagia Sophia.
Line's pretty long. Oh, it's backlit. Oh, this is so nice. Look at this. Lindsay.
Wow.
Just went to Blue Mosque. It's free entry. Hagia Sophia should also be free entry as well, but you do have to cover up and use your hood. But you can wear a scarf. Yeah, let's go. There was a really long line, but it moved really quickly, and once inside, we were wowed. Hagia Sophia is one of the most iconic buildings in the city. The Hagia Sophia was originally built as a cathedral in the 6th century, but was later converted into a mosque and then into a museum. Inside, you'll find stunning mosaics, intricate architectural details, and sweeping views of the city. For the Basilica Cistern nearby, you'll need to buy tickets before entering. This is an underground reservoir that was built by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian in the 6th century. The cistern is a fascinating engineering feat and offers a unique perspective on the history of Istanbul's water supply. We're in La Luna Terrace. We're the only ones here. We ordered tea and fish, just dessert. I'm so excited. This terrace has sweeping 360 views of Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the Bosphorus Strait that separates Europe and Asia. It was really windy when we were here, so we sat inside the tent and enjoyed the kunefe and mint tea. Turkish desserts are one of my favorite things ever, so you best bet we ate so much of it this week. A 15-minute walk away is the Grand Bazaar, one of the largest and oldest covered markets in the world. With more than 4,000 shops, the bazaar is a great place to shop for souvenirs, textiles, and other traditional goods. Leaving the Grand Bazaar, how much did we spend? Didn't buy anything. Heading to dinner. This dinner cost us $36 and we had leftovers. We're back in the Sultanahmet neighborhood to visit Topkapi Palace, which was the residence of the Ottoman sultans for nearly 400 years. The palace is a vast complex that includes multiple courtyards, buildings, and gardens, and is a great place to explore the opulence and grandeur of Ottoman rule. Be sure to check out the treasury, which houses a collection of jewels, weapons, and other treasures from the Ottoman Empire.
Welcome to Lisa's tour of Topkapi Palace.
This is where the sultans of the Ottoman Empire lived.
There are ceremonies here. There used to be deer just grazing on the grasses, lots of animals. We're in the second quarter. The third, the fourth, back out there is the first.
For lunch, we said we weren't hungry, but we ended up ordering so much food. My friend Lindsay and I are huge foodies, so we love trying local cuisine, and we will finish everything. After lunch, we went to the Spices Bazaar to buy some spices. I bought vanilla beans, whole nutmeg, and cinnamon sticks, all for $10. Pro tip, a local told us to buy our spices outside the Spice Bazaar because it'll be much cheaper than inside. We wrapped up the day with a stroll through Galata Tower and the nearby neighborhoods as we headed off to dinner. It was so beautiful out. Alas, it is our last day in Istanbul, so we went back to yesterday's breakfast spot to get more kaymak and menemen. We actually went back to Grand Bazaar to buy a few more things, then our Airbnb called a taxi for us, and we spent $20 again to the airport, though our Airbnb host said that we overpaid and should not have been more than 350 lira. We went straight to the lounge where we ate all this for free since our travel credit cards gave us priority pass, and we're off to Cappadocia. So the total spent in Istanbul for 2 people was around $350, plus our Airbnb at $433 was $780. We took the hotel shuttle to our Cape Hotel, and we head over to one of the most popular restaurants for dinner and had a show. We had booked a hot air balloon ride for our first day, but it was canceled due to the weather and all this fog, as you can see here. So we ended up taking our time with the hotel breakfast buffet and booked the green tour instead. There are 3 main tours called Red, Blue, and Green that every company in Cappadocia does and will take you to different places. We chose the green tour because it takes you to the underground city of Kaymakli. It's really cool. It's a whole city underground to protect the local population from invaders and has lots of tunnels, rooms, kitchens, and even a church inside. Then we go on a hike through Hierve Valley. It was more like a walk and is usually the greenest part of Cappadocia. Not in the winter though, as you can see. Then we head off to Selim Monastery, one of the largest rock cut complexes in the region that's unique to Cappadocia. Yep, our hot air balloon ride got canceled again. So we go on the Red Tour instead. The Red Tour is the most popular tour. It is much closer to town, so we got to see more places. We started with the Goreme Open Air Museum, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that features rock-cut churches and monasteries dating back to the 10th century. The museum is a great place to see the best examples of Byzantine frescoes and learn about the history of the early Christians in Cappadocia. Next, we go to Love Valley to see the fairy chimneys, these super unique formations that look like mushrooms. They're just mushrooms. What do you see? We also stop by Uchisar Castle and Imagination Valley for a quick view of the Camel Rock. We then tour a local pottery workshop. Cappadocia is known for its traditional pottery, which is made using ancient techniques passed down from generation to generation. And yes, we bought ice cream even though it was freezing out. When we get back into town, we head to dinner at Woodfire Barbecue and spent $30. I love soup, and Turkey has really good lentil and meat soups. For our last day in Cappadocia, it was a miracle that the hot air balloons weren't canceled. We got to finally ride the hot air balloons, and it was so magical seeing so many balloons up in the sky. We had so much fun and felt so lucky because they were canceled all week. We're in the hot air balloon. Book your hot air balloons for the very first day, especially in the winter because of this reason. There are lots of different companies. We booked through our hotel and spent $172 per person for a 28-person basket. After a jam-packed few days, we wanted to take it easy, so we got a light lunch at Chubby Meatballs. We spent $2 for these meatballs and they were so good. We checked out some carpet shops, walked around town, got baklava and desserts at King's Coffee Shop. Finally, we ended our day by taking a bath in the traditional Turkish hammam. We got the package, which also includes a sauna, scrub, massage, and face mask. For our last dinner, this was probably my favorite meal. At Top Deck Restaurant, we ordered the lamb shank to share, but it was so good that we ended up ordering another one. It was that good. So for 2 people in Cappadocia, including hotel, we spent $1,540.
Welcome to UFO Lux Hotel.